Who is Bre'Ana Simone? Well, Bre'Ana Simone is a humble, loving, caring girl who attends Grand Valley State University and will be a senior this upcoming year, graduating April 25th, 2015 at 3 o'clock. I was born and raised in Pontiac, Michigan, and I graduated from West Bloomfield High School, where I graduated cum laude of my class. And for those of you that don't know, that's 3.5 or higher. I was a student athlete in school, always busy, cheer team, basketball. I was really involved in my church. I go to Walker Missionary Baptist Church, where I was in Voices of Praise choir, also in our mime ministry, in our praise dance ministry. So there was never a dull moment in my life, whether it was either cheer, basketball, track, or going to be involved in church growing up all throughout my life. And when I got to high school, I kind of determined that I wanted to go into communications, go into broadcasting, because funny story, I was walking into one of my communications class, and I loved this class. And my communications teacher never talked. And one day I walked in class, and she goes, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, you really remind me of Oprah. I'm going to call you bigger than Oprah. And I was like, wow, I remind you of Oprah. So from that day forward, I decided I wanted to go into the communications field. So going into college, I originally majored in communications. And then I declared that I wanted to go into broadcasting, because I'm just all about positivity. I love positive things that's going on in the community. And that's a little bit where F3 with Bre'Ana Simone came from. So what is F3 with Bre'Ana Simone? Well, F3 with Bre'Ana Simone is a media company showcasing success and positivity throughout the community. So I do talk shows, do radio interviews, press coverage, different things like that for positive things going on in the community. Anybody that's doing anything positive, I really believe that they should be showcased, because there's so many different things that you can do out here in the community. There's so many bad things that's going on, and if you're not in the streets or doing anything that's negative, I think that you're doing something positive. And it's so many times where we showcase all this negative stuff that's going on, and we never showcase all the positivity that's going on. So I want everybody's voice to be heard on F3 with Bre'Ana Simone, especially those that are doing anything positive. So that's what F3 with Bre'Ana Simone is. It kind of originated from my radio show at Grand Valley State University. Shout out to Well Radio. I started off with a radio show interviewing people that's doing things positive. My first year, I started my sophomore year of 2012. And when I started my radio show, I had never had a radio show, never had a talk show at all. I just kind of got out there, and I began doing that, and I loved it. So I started then my junior year, and I said, I want this to be more than just a college radio show, because let's be honest, on college radio stations, I'm not sure about other schools, but I know at Grand Valley, people don't really listen to them. So I said, I want more from my radio show. And what I did, I made flyers. I started to begin pubbing and made people want to listen to my radio show. I started to begin getting people to come up from Detroit, Oak Park, Pontiac to be on my show. Those that are doing things positive reached out to me. I reached out to those that were doing things positive, and they came and they were guests on the show. So I really enjoyed that my junior year, which kind of led into going into my talk show when I came home for the summer, and just beginning to do things positive, positive events, doing press coverage at positive events, interviewing those that are doing things positive. I love doing that because I really want to give back to the community and showcase those that are doing positive things. Where my name came from, everybody's like, where did my name come from? Well, actually, people say F3 with Bree. My name is really Bre'Ana. Okay, it's Bre'Ana Simone. I do allow people to call me Bree or Bre'Ana, because that's just how it's been my whole life, so I don't really mind. But the F3 with Bre'Ana Simone, which stands for Fabulous, Fierce, and Free, just really came from me sitting down, and I wrote words all on a notebook, and I'm like, just describing myself, the different things that I came up with describing myself, and I had 3 F's right next to each other, not intentionally, 3 F's right next to each other, and it was fabulous, fierce, and free. And I go, I like that. So I started putting it together, and then I got with Bre'Ana Simone. So that's how my name came about, and that's how I began F3 with Bre'Ana Simone. Fabulous, fierce, and free. I have been cheering my whole entire life. My mom has a cheer and dance company. She was coaching. So as I was older, this is all I was around. Cheer, cheer, cheer. So I began doing that. I began cheering, doing Little League. Then I began doing All-Star. And my mom has a cheer and dance company. So then I began getting certified, doing coaching, teaching tumbling. So I love cheer. It's a passion of mine. I actually went to Grand Valley, starting off cheering on the cheer team until my sophomore year, when I began to get more busy in broadcasting and get more involved in school. I am, like I said, going into my senior year of college at Grand Valley State University. I am a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ooh. And I just crossed fall 13. Shout out to my line sisters. So I'm a part of many different organizations on campus. I'm a part of Alpha Kappa Psi Co-ed Business Fraternity. Shout out to all my AK Psi brothers. I am a part of NAACP, and I also have 2 jobs on campus. So I'm extremely involved on campus, and unfortunately I had to give up cheering to further my career and be successful. But I love to cheer. Cheer still has a part in my heart. I always come home and help my mom teach the girls tumbling. I love them. Shout out to Quest Cheer and Dance and all. In my spare time, I enjoy sleeping. I don't really have a lot of spare time, so when people say, what do you like to do for fun? I like to sleep. Shopping, of course, but I really love to sleep because I don't really get a lot of time to sleep. Right now, I'm currently running a summer camp. I'm the assistant director at my church for the Walker Missionary Baptist Church summer camp. So I have my hands in a lot of things, so I don't really have time to sleep. And on top of that, I'm doing my talk show where I shoot and edit all on my own with the help of my brother Braylon Taylor, who is my videographer. Shout out to him. He does an amazing job. And I do everything on my own, so I don't really have time to sleep. And what I just want to tell everybody and encourage others, if people give up on you, people are going to act like they want to invest in you, or people are going to act like they want to help you, and they might really want to help you, but you have to realize that your dreams and aspirations are your dreams and aspirations. And at the end of the day, if someone walks out on you, it still has your name on it. I had to realize that it's F3 with Bre'Ana Simone, not anyone else. So I can't be mad at people for putting this on the back burner because I want to do it 24/7, or because this is a dream of mine and a passion and aspiration of mine. I can't be mad at people. I had to realize that my dreams are my dreams, and what God has for me is for me. So I have to, do what I have to do to make it successful. So I just want to let everyone know who's thinking of starting a business. I'm only 20 years old. I'll be 21 September 15th. Shout out to that. But you can do anything that you put your mind to, and you can do anything through God who strengthens you. Don't worry about anything else, or, oh, it's going to be too hard. I'm a 20-year-old entrepreneur. You can do it too. So just make sure that you believe in yourself and you have the confidence in yourself, and you'll be fine. Don't worry about anyone else. Don't wait till anybody else comes with it. You have to do it. And don't worry about competition. I know for myself, that was one of the things I struggle with. And I had to realize what God has for me is for me. And I don't look at things as competition, because like I said, what God has for me is for me. What God has for you is for you, and the next person and the next person to come, because God lays out everyone's plan in life. And so you just really have to believe that if he puts some type of vision in your head, it's not for no reason. So make sure you go after it. Why broadcasting? Good question, and a lot of people ask me that all the time, and I even got that on some of my internships. I've done internships with WGVU Radio, Fox 17 News, as well as Wood TV 8, and Media Empowerment Digital Media. And I've got that all the time. Well, why broadcasting? Even some of the people on my internship asked me, well, why broadcasting? And even some of my family members wanted to know, why am I doing this? A lot of times as young people, our parents or our people around us want us to go to school for the normal things, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being those things that make a lot of money or are known to make a lot of money. And so at first I was going to go to school for pharmacy because one of my aunts is a pharmacist and I know she makes cash money. So I was like, okay, I'm going to be a pharmacist. And I realized that that wasn't for me, and it didn't make me happy. And I would much rather do something that makes me happy, working all the time, than working a regular 9-to-5 that I hate waking up to and being there every day. So do what makes you happy. Don't go to school for things that you think are just going to make the most money. Oh, I'm going to be a nurse because they make a lot of money. I'm going to be the doctor, a pharmacist, or a lawyer. Because if that's not for you, you're going to go to school and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate every moment of it. So just make sure you do what makes you happy and not what your family members want you to do. What are some of my upcoming projects? Well, I will be shortly returning back to school at Grand Valley State University for my last year of college, where I will continue to do my radio show, F3 with Bre'Ana Simone Radio, as well as season 2 will be dropping very shortly, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. And also I will be continuing doing press coverage while at school, coming back and forth, so make sure you stay tuned and look out for Bre'Ana Simone for that. And also, one of my most recent projects, I will be appearing in the upcoming movie Detention 2015, so make sure you check that out. Alright, so that's just a little bit about me. Follow me on Instagram at my personal page. That's at Bre'Ana Simone. And on Twitter at Bre'Ana Simone. You can also add me on Facebook at Bre'Ana Simone. And follow us at F3 with Bree on Instagram and on Twitter at F3 with Bree. And like us on Facebook on F3 with Bree to stay connected and stay tuned to what we have in store. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching. Stay positive, stay focused, and stay encouraged. Stay fabulous, fierce, and free. Until next time.